Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about why certain shapes are good, and why others should just be taken off the table, you know? I'm only going to include two-dimensional shapes because otherwise we're going to be here all day. Okay, we're starting with the classic shapes. With an equilateral triangle, all sides are equal. You can find the area using Pythagoras' theorem or trigonometry. It's just nice to look at. People use them in signs, flags. It's tried and true, it's a strong shape. The other ones, isosceles, right-angled, scalene. I'm sorry, but apart from this call-out, they're not even going to be on the list because they don't have a fair chance. Like, who even are you? But the equilateral triangle, hands down, one of the best shapes on this list. We're starting strong, this is going to be a tough one to beat. I'm going to give this a Lord of the Rings out of 10, so you know this one is up there. Now this is when the circus starts rolling in. Circles they just make me angry, okay? Whenever I saw this on any GCSE maths test, I just felt like, get off my page right now. They have one side. Is that the best they can do? There's all this terminology involved, chords, diameter, circumference. You have to use pi to work out the area. It's a disgrace. It's in shambles. I don't know what else to tell you. This is getting a Clownado out of 10. I don't think I need to explain why. Going one step further, you know what a really depressing shape is? A semicircle. You can't even call yourself a circle, and as we've just established, that's bad enough. Two sides? At least one side is committing to the treachery. It's barely even a real shape at that point, and it's really sad to see, a real sorry sight. I'm giving semicircles a Highlander 2 The Quickening out of 10 for that reason. Next up is the regular square. You know, it's not as good as the triangle, but it's a decent shape. In terms of quality, it's like a triangle but with an extra side. The sides are clean, it's easy to draw with a ruler to find the area, you just need to multiply width with length. When in doubt and a triangle isn't available, go for the square, you can't go wrong. This is getting a Blade Runner out of 10. It's not the best, but it's a classic. This here is the enemy of the people. I hate rectangles so much. They're simply a rip-off square. I honestly feel like squares should sue in Shape High Court for identity theft, because this is not okay. They have four sides, but then they try to be different, like, you're not fooling anyone. Leave squares alone. This obsession is becoming unhealthy. Rectangles get a battlefield Earth out of 10 because they rip off other shapes. There are other quadrilaterals like trapeziums, parallelograms, rhombi, but they never really stood out to me. There is one exception to this, however, and that's the Arrowhead quadrilateral. I like Arrowhead quadrilaterals because they don't try to be quirky, unlike some other shapes, they just stand out naturally. They're like the kite's cousin, except instead of being a convex shape, they're concave. The best part about them is that they provide a challenge, and they have an interesting shape that also looks neat and tidy, you know? Arrowheads get a The Lost Boys out of 10 from me, you know, they're pretty good, a childhood favourite. There are other polygons as well, but much like the other quadrilaterals, they never piqued my interest. Pentagons are okay, hexagons are okay. I'm gonna give all mid-tier shapes a 1989 Phantom of the Opera out of 10. Once you get past that though, I feel like they're taking the piss a bit. You know how earlier I mentioned that in terms of quality, a square is like a triangle with an extra side? Once you get to shapes like nonagons, they're pushing it, they're trying my patience. So they all get any Neil Breen film out of 10. Again, there is an exception to this though. My favourite star-shaped polygon is the regular star-shaped polygon. It's used in tiling, it's used in religious symbols, it's even found in nature. And, you know, the five-pointed star is such a classic ideogram. Sometimes I do think the other star-shaped polygons take it too far, like anti-parallelograms. Why do they have to ruin it for the star-shaped polygon? There's no need to be jealous. Despite all that, I'm gonna give star-shaped polygons a Mulan out of 10. Okay, happy April Fool's Day everyone. I hope that you enjoyed my video, it was a lot of fun to make. I came up with the idea for this video because I was joking about which shapes I loved and hated in a similar fashion while on a train at the end of last year, and I figured that it would be a fun idea for a video. But yeah, hope you guys like this, and I'll see you in the next one.
The blue and green ones are my favorite kind, but but I'll eat the colored ones from time to time. Cause polos is life, 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 polos is life. Sleep all night and then polos is life.